Hello everyone, Hunter Pig here, and today I'm doing part 2 of my December toy haul videos. Once again, with Christmas coming soon, I figured I should get this done before I get my Christmas stuff and do my Christmas toy haul video. And without that said, let's get started. And first off, we have something I got with money I saved up. The Eofauna Paleoloxodon Antiquus. That's how it's said. I want this one because all the toys I've gotten, I haven't really gotten an Eofauna toy yet until now. I was actually trying to decide between getting this one or the Beast of the Mesozoic Zuniceratops. Mainly because that was the first one. And, well, this one is Eofauna's second figure that I made. The first one being the Steppe Mammoth. In the end, I chose to get this one because I've actually already gotten 2 other Zuniceratops in my collection, both being Mattel ones. And I've already got a different type of mammoth, woolly mammoths in my collection. I went to the Steppe Mammoth. I just want to get a new species at all. This one, I actually really like. You can tell just by looking at it, it's got a lot of detail on it, especially around the head. Make it look like an Indian elephant. Though, as soon as I got this, it actually feels a teeny bit small for what I thought it was before. Of course, that's probably just me. Once again, I think it's a really cool looking figure, though it's a little wobbly. You can see here, the leg here isn't on the ground, it's more upright, so it's walking on 3 legs. And when you look at it from above, it's a little on the thin side. Well, I mean, the way its legs portions are a bit thin, so it makes it easier to fall over. Other than that, I think this is a really cool looking figure. And it's supposed to be one of the biggest mammals that ever lived. It's right now they're deciding between Paraceratherium or Paleoloxodon maximus, which is basically a subspecies of this one. Well, probably not really a subspecies. I'm just doing whatever I can remember, which isn't much. Yeah, that being said, I hope to get more Eofauna in the future. And, well, I can't think of anything more to say about this, but I do hope to get some more of the Eofauna figures in the future. I'm hoping to at least get some Beast of the Mesozoic figures, too. These next 4 are from Mattel's Strike Attack line, and the first one being a Zuniceratops. This is basically another reason why I got this one over the Beast of the Mesozoic Zuniceratops, because I already got another Zuniceratops. And compared to the other 2, this one's obviously different. Like the other 2 Zuniceratops were a bit thin, while this one's a lot fatter, more bulkier, I guess. Like, I don't know, just looking at it makes me think of a wild boar or something. But I think it's pretty cool. Once again, it's different, especially got this little thing, reddish orange around the head. Horns being a bit different, snout. Also, I actually think this one looks a bit better than the other 2. Do have a bit more muscle, not as shrink wrapped. Though I do have a problem with the tail, it makes me think of like a lizard tail. At least some lizard tails. Like there are some lizard species who build up a lot of fat in their tails, and then when they're attacked by a predator, the tail falls off. I don't know, I feel like I would like this better if the tail wasn't so thick. But other than that, really good figure. And now I have a little small herd of Zuniceratops. And I'm still hoping to get the Beast of Mesozoic Zuniceratops in the future. But until then, this one will suffice. This next one has gone through quite a bit of stuff these last couple months. That being the Nanotyrannus. For those who don't know, basically for a long time it was considered to be an invalid genus. Basically that'd be a young Tyrannosaurus. But in the last couple months, some recent discoveries have shown that was actually its own species. And there's actually 2 different species. I can't remember what they are, but I'm actually glad this one is its own species again. Partly because it adds a bit more diversity to the formations in, more especially the Heck Creek Formation. And now I have two Nano-Tyrannus, the other being from Safari Limited. Though, honestly, I feel like the Safari Limited one is a bit better than this one because, just looking at it, it's a bit too bulky, especially on the head. Like, it just looks way too bulky for a Nano-Tyrannus. But still glad to have another one in the collection. Though, doing the way you do this thing is both its tail and its head does this. Honestly, it makes you think of another thing like Mattel's Elasmosaurus figure, where its head can only go one way. Well, with that one, its head can only go to the left. This one, its head can only go to the right. Honestly, this feels like a really stupid move to do by Mattel. If you're gonna make something that can move its head, at least make it move both sides. Like, it feels like they got a low budget with doing this. But overall, still glad to have another Nano-Tyrannus figure. And I'm hoping to at least get some more figures like this in the future. This next one I feel Mattel could have done a better job on. The Akilobator. I think that's how it's said. Let me know in the comments. Once again, this is a species I had no idea existed until now. Though, with the way it looks, I feel like they could have done a better job on it. Because when I googled what Akilobator is, that's what I'm just calling it, it's easier. It looked completely different from this one, like it looks nothing like this one does in the picture. If they had called this a completely different species, I wouldn't mind it, but calling it Akilobator just does not look right, because this looks nothing like it. But even then, I still think this one looks pretty cool. It's very unique. The way it's shaped, all the colors. Like, you can really see they did a complete different body shape on this one. Like, most have its body posture like this. This one has it's more upright. And it has a lot of feathers on the tail. Kind of makes me think the Pyroraptor. Has this little mohawk thing going on. And the mouth, it looks... Focus camera. Focus. Here it looks more like it's got a little beak on it instead of a mouth. Which is a little weird, but I think it's pretty cool. And hopefully in the future we get more new species from Mattel, because I feel like there are some species that still deserve a figure. This next one I feel Mattel could have done at least a better job around the head. The Mattel Herrerasaurus. I remember when Down Trackers did its own Herrerasaurus figure, and that was completely unique to the rest. This one, it feels like they took a step backwards. Like basically evolved backwards, because it looks like the same ones by the older Mattel Herrerasaurus. And honestly, I don't really like the action it does all that much. Like, it makes me think of one of the Velociraptors they made a while back. Honestly, it just makes it really difficult to move and work with. You know, like you're trying to do a scene where it's trying to eat something, and you have to do this to open its mouth. And if you want to keep it a certain way, you have to keep its mouth open like this. And yeah, it just seems more difficult to do like this. Also, this one's claws, they feel a bit bigger than the rest of them. Like, it feels like they have a little extra finger add to it. But I can still work around it. I like the colors on it, and I actually kind of thought this a little better getting it. It has the same colorations as Mattel's D-Rex. Seriously, literally the same coloration. Which I don't have yet, but seeing it already at Walmart at time to time, you can really see the coloration. Makes me think of a situation with the Dinotrachosaurus and the Utahraptor, which I actually think is kind of cool. And I actually hope some Mattel does more of, because I think it's actually kind of funny. But yeah, I still feel like Mattel could do a little more work on this figure, because it just feels like a step backwards. This next one, I feel I was really lucky to get the Mini Dreadnoughtus. I hardly ever get the minis anymore, because I'm so occupied getting the bigger stuff, because they're more around for the time, while the minis are around for a lot longer. So I was really glad to finally get this one. And I think this one is a really cool looking one. Because for a minifigure, this thing is actually quite big. Like, when we put it next to the rest of the mini sauropods, this one is just way bigger. Like, you can hardly call it a minifigure at this point due to how big it is compared to the other ones. The feet, I feel like they're a bit too small, like a little short, like on the regular one, the big one. They're a little short and stubby, but I guess that's to be expected to make them fit in the box. And like all the other minifigures, which all together, this one comes in 3 pieces, which you can see here. The head and neck, the body, and the tail. Though, a little warning, when you get this one, you have to be very careful with this head piece. Because what happened was, I had to push the tail in there to make it fit. I heard a popping sound. While for this one, I had a hard time hearing it. I couldn't hear sound, and it kept falling out. Like when I thought I got it in, it wasn't, and it fell out. So next thing I know, I had to push really hard to push it in there, and then it broke. So when we got home, I had to help my daddy's help with this to glue it back in. And right now, it's still glued like this. So I can't turn it like with other the minifigures. So when you get this, be very careful with the head. Otherwise, it'll break. It breaks easily. Other than that, I think it's a really cool looking figure. I actually compared it to the big one when I first got it. And I think it's actually kind of funny and really cool. Make it like a little baby Dreadnoughtus. And I actually hope they make a few more little Dreadnoughtus figures in the future, because there aren't really that many. I think Collect Day made a Dreadnoughtus figure. I'm gonna get that one soon. But for now, I'm okay with just this one and the big one. And I hope to at least get more of the minifigure future before they go out. This next one I got from Target. The Hammond Collection Stegosaurus. I mainly got this one because at Target it's probably one of the cheaper ones. What I mean by that is all the other stuff I saw there was either stuff you get at Walmart or was just way too expensive, though this was comparatively one of the cheaper ones. And I really like this one. It's basically based off the ones from the second Jurassic Park movie, The Lost World. And I'm actually glad they did this because they've already made the baby Stegosaurus, and now I have the adult. Right now I've still got a huge herd of Stegosaurus now, and I'm actually glad they made this one. Like, it be like the bull of the herd. Though, a little trouble I'm having with that is the back feet here. Like, I thought the feet were supposed to be back like this, but yeah, as you can see, it's a bit wobbly, so I have to push them back like this to make a stand, which does look like, because it looks like it's trying to stand on its tippy toes a bit. But I may be able to work around it. Also, I think this one has a bit more fat on it compared to the Stegosauruses, like with how rounded its belly is. And of course, like all the figures, you can all move the body around. It doesn't make sounds. Of course, you got the little spikes back here. And you can also turn all the way around. Also, a little thing I want to bring up. A lot of stuff I saw at Target, you can never find them at Walmart. Like, there are a few big ones I can find at Walmart, but Target always hogs them all. Like, especially with the Hammond Collection. Like, I never ever see the Hammond Collection figures at Walmart. I only see them at Target. Which is annoying because the nearest Target to me is like 45 minutes away. Like, why can't Walmart have the Hammond Collection? It's annoying. But I'm still glad to get this one. I'm going to at least get more of them because the Hammond Collection figures, I noticed, they don't stick around too long. So I'm going to at least get some of the others before they go out. This next one I got with some change I saved up. I got Walmart. The Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus. Yeah, you have to do it a lot of times to make it actually move. And I think this one is a really cool looking figure. as much like the design, I feel like I've done a little better job on the face. Like, I've noticed that thing with Rush World's toys, especially with Mattel. Like, even when they make the body look cool, the face looks really shrink wrapped. Especially with this one. I mean, the one in Jurassic Park 3 looked less shrink wrapped than this. But I just think it's cool looking. I also really like the tail. Like, in 2020, Discovered had, that Spinosaurus had a tadpole-like tail. And I actually gave this one. And of course, the spine is more accurate. Like, it's a lot wider, less rounded. Of course, it doesn't really walk on its knuckles like some make it out to be. And in the movie, there are at least 4 Spinosauruses. And right now, I think Mattel's come at least 2 of them. So I'm going to at least come out with 2 more in the future so you can get the full set. And recreate the full scene from the movie. Also, as you just saw, there's the action feature where you get to press this and make sounds. But looking at it, looks like a T-Rex took a big bite out of it, but failed. And now that I have this one, I have at least 3 Spinosaurus in my collection, excluding the minis. There was the one from Cretaceous, there's the Epic Attack one, and now this. And I'm hoping to at least get the... I can't remember what it's called, but I know it comes at least 2 other characters with it. Also by Rebirth. I'm really scared at that one, so I can leave as 4 Spinosaurus, and as I said, recreate the scene from Jurassic World Rebirth. And I said I got this all the change I saved up, and I was trying to decide between getting this or the D-Rex. I most got this one because the D-Rex was $50 at Walmart, this one was $40, and when I cashed my change in a little coin star thing, I think that's what it's called, this one was... well, I saved at least $35, which I was enough, so I had to get this one and $5 more for my parents because I didn't have enough money. But I'm still going to get this one. I'm hoping to at least get the D-Rex on Christmas because I'm worried that after Christmas I won't be able to get it. So that's pretty much it for this one. I'm going to at least get them in the future.